you know, you fly bad missions and good missions by that, less flak, more flak, and that sort of thing. But we were going to Stettin this day, and that's right on the Polish border. At that time was the Polish border, and heavily armored town. They told us, you know, at briefing they tell you the winds aloft are always wrong, and how much cloud cover is going to be is wrong probably too, and all this sort of thing. But they'll tell you how many guns are going to be bearing on you from initial point. That's where you make your turn and go toward the target. And they said there'll be 357 guns bearing on you for 11 minutes. That's a long time to be shot at. But he said, we're going to let you, when you drop your bombs this time, guys, though, we'll make it easy on you. Normal descent is you come off the target and peel off like this, 1,000-foot-a-minute descent. That's normal procedure. This time we're going to let you go on 3,000 feet a minute, and we're going to put you out over the bay, and you'll be out of the flak. We got out over the bay, and there were 3 pocket battleships sitting out there, and we had just learned what flak was. They shot our butts off. In fact, so much so that John White, the pilot, and I could see it too because I'm up in the nose, and Jack Landsman could too. He said, guys, I can glide this thing to Sweden over there, and we can set the war out over there. And Al Williams, and he lives in St. Clair Shores, he was the flight engineer and the top turret gunner, and his words were, to hell you say, I've got a date in Peterborough tonight, and we're going back. And 9 men going back, and we were on air-sea rescue all the way, which means you establish radio contact because the probability of ditching, I don't know how many flak holes we had in an airplane coming back. Because in November, or October, November, December, the livability in the North Sea ditching an airplane is 30 seconds. That's the time you got. And they nursed that thing over the White Cliffs of Dover and put it in on it's called an auxiliary field. Nothing there except they just cleared the woods out of there and let an emergency landing field. The airplane never flew again, and the hydraulic system was out, the brakes were out, and everything else. They ground looped it to stop it, and my buddy didn't get his date in Peterborough. I'll tell you that. They'd have anywhere near it. But that's the fun part and the terrible part of the story, because we just took an awful, awful beating that day.